Hey guys, today I will show you how to create a chatbot application, a very simple one. So let's start. First thing, let me show you what it will looks like. So it will looks like something like this. So if you type some message, so how are you? It will get your response. And you can also clear the message. Yeah, it's pretty simple one. I will show you how to create this from very beginning, so you can have some idea how to create this one. It's pretty simple. It's only need like 29 of code. Okay, so first let me start the project. Let's create a new project. I would like to use my current environment. You could use your virtual environment, but I like to use the current environment for this demo. So let's say I already created a few of them before I make this video. So let's use this window. First thing, let's create a new file. Let's say main file. I will use few library to help create this project. The first one is let's put this library over here. So the first one is gradio. Gradio will help you create some HTML elements. So you can take a look at this one. This one help you create some HTML elements quickly. You don't need to understand the jQuery HTML. It's pretty easy to create the HTML page, a simple HTML page. This one is langchain. Langchain is very popular Python library. Work with OpenAI. So it's wrap a lot of HTTP requests. You don't need to do the HTTP request by yourself. I have another video to show you how to call the OpenAI API with the RESTful API by the C#. You can take a look at that one. So. But for this one, we just use this library, which already did a lot of stuff for us. So we don't need to care about how HTTP request. So we need to install this thing. So to install this library, you could use the pip. Let's say pip install. Let's install this one first. Okay. It may need 5 minutes, but I already installed on my machine before, so it won't take much time. I will put this source code. I will put the source code and this library script in the GitHub, so you can take a look over there. Pause this one. So now everything installed. Once it's installed, let's start. First thing, we need to create the OpenAI object. Equal, let's say OpenAI object, and we need to create a memory buffer. Right, equal, let's say let's copy this one. I already have this one over here. With this two object, we create another one which called the conversation. Conversation equal. You can have a different name, just a name. This just. So basically, we need this conversation object. This object will post the HTTP request to the OpenAI. So that is from this launcher. Next one, we need to create some UI. Create some UI. So we need to create the blobs. So this is the uppercase. You can take a look at the library, the documentation for this guy. So why you need to do this, okay, and how to do this. So as a demo. So inside of this blob, I will create a chat box. I will create a text box. The text box is kind of something over here, so I call it a chat box. Okay, so let's say chat box equal So this Gradle already help you create this object. So chatbot equal this one. Now next thing I will create another one which is the message box. This text box I will put the content and send it to the OpenAI. So I call it msg equal dot let's say dot text box, just a text box. Okay. The last one, I need a clear button. Clear button equal create a clear button. Clear button. So I have two elements. I have three of them. First one, second one, and the last one. So now I need to define function, a method which will send the message to the OpenAI. So let's say define a response, respond equal respond equal. I need to send the message to first parameter is the message. The next one is the history, the chat history. I want to the history get back from the OpenAI. So okay. So now I say I will invoke. I will post some message to the inside of this one. I will post the message. So I call invoke a message. The parameter will be this guy. Okay, so I invoke this message to the OpenAI, and I will get a response. I know I will get a response, a JSON. A JSON, I have the response NSE. Okay, how do I know? I will show you how I know we have this response object. So once I get this, I will put it in a temporary variable. So once I have this in a temporary variable, I will put it to the history. I will put it in the list. This is the original one. This is the original one. This is the one I got a response. So because this is a parameter, I need to put it over here. Now I append that. I need to return this back to the UI. So I don't need the message, so just blank one. I need to return this back to the UI. So this method will, you send something to this method, and I will return you the history with the new message come from the OpenAI. Now I define this one. I need call the function. So you can put it to this one to anywhere you want. You don't need to put the inside of this one, but for simple use, I just put here. Okay. So now I submit this one. When you click enter button, it will do the submit. So the submit will do. We will use this method. It's kind of like a callback. Now you need the input parameter. The input just the message. I would put the message and the chatbot. Okay, the output will be the same, but the difference is the output. Once it's returned, this chat history, this one will get into the chatbot. This is a text message. It's a text field, a text box. So once it's returned something, it will put the history to this HTML component. That is everything we need. Now the last one we need, once we have this blob, we just launch the demo. Okay, I think that's all we need. But right now you have the OpenAI, you have the everything. The OpenAI, they don't have the API key, so you need to pass the API key to the OpenAI. The easy way we do that, we use the variable. So if we import the OS and put the OpenAI to the OpenAI key to the variable, then this object will pick up the key from the variable. So let's say, okay, I put this one, let's put over here, let's copy this thing over here. Now I think that is everything we need. We set the key. This one will use the key and it will submit the message and the response. Okay, now let's run this application. Okay, it's running. If you open the browser, you will say, okay, say hello. Let's press This is something not quite right. Let's try again. Maybe the size is not right. Let's get a response. Let's put the history chat box, put the history to here. Let's take a look, see if something wrong. Response launch. Here I did not clear. Let's try again. Something. Let's try the old one. Let's debug this one. Okay, let's set a breakpoint, say what is the response. Say that is how I know we have this object. Okay. Now we set the message. So we have a test message. We keep one step. What we return, hello, I'm OpenAI, blah blah blah. Everything looks fine. So I put this message, append this message, but message. Oh, I got something wrong. This message come from here. This message actually should be from here. Okay. So now let's restart. I don't think I will take another error. Let's start. Let's remove this breakpoint. Okay, let's say test. Okay, here we go. So next, let me show you how I know we have a response. So I could set a breakpoint over here and do the debug. Give it 1 minute. Okay, close this one, close this one, close this one, close this one, close this one. Okay, let's go here. Say no. Okay, so you can see this bot message. Let's invoke. If you don't know what parameter we have, you could sit and watch. So you will say, oh, I have the response. That is why I know they have a response object. So let's keep going. Let's remove the breakpoint. Now let's do another one. Let's say, what is your name? Looks good and clear. Okay, clear but is not working because I don't specify which one I need to clear. So I'm sorry for that. So I need to clear MSG and we need to clear chatbot. We need to clear this two text box. So let's do it again. Okay. Let's say test. Okay, sorry, test. Let's clear. Okay, it's working now. Okay, I think they're pretty much all for how to create the chatbot page with the OpenAI with the langchain and this gradio HTML component. That's pretty much all. Thank you for watching. I probably will create a more video about how to use the OpenAI like image to the text to image or something like that. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.